What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Shar. Y'all know what time it is. Hit the like button, turn the notification on, and subscribe to the channel because I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Listen, y'all make it do what it do, what it do, what it do. And remember to speak when you walk on in the chat because ain't nobody sleep with you last night. All right. Remember, if you aren't following me on any forms of social media, go ahead and follow me at TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X at Shar's Reality number 6. If you're not following my backup page, go ahead and follow me at Shar's World number 6. All right. Remember that this isn't a chat for children. So if you're a child, you probably should exit stage left. Now that we got all the accolades out the way, hello and lottie dotted to everybody. All right, this is our celebrity news, or somewhat celebrity news, all right, where we don't talk Love and Marriage Huntsville, but we just talk about everything. If Love and Marriage Huntsville fall into that category, then go for it. But today we just rocking out with a couple of things on the roster, and we're gonna be quick. I'm gonna breeze through these topics, because I had to get them off, out of my book to talk about. But we're gonna breeze through them. If you're here now or later, make sure you guys hit the like button, share the live. Um, hey there, how are you? Is it Karan? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. We appreciate you for being here. We're gonna breeze through it. So I know I already talk fast. I'm going to try to slow up so you guys can get the gist of what's going on and what we talking about. But I do talk fast, so stay with me. All right, stay with me. All right. So first thing first, let's talk about Mr. Blueface. Mr. Blueface has turned himself in after a probation violation, right? According to the news, Mr. Blueface has been he turned himself in with a red rain jacket on, child. And he says he's the smoothest dude that ever got locked up and turned himself in. But according to Carlissa says that she didn't want Blue to be with the girls, which was his baby mamas, because she knew that this would happen and she's so saddened by this. Now, Carlissa, you and Blue don't have a relationship like that. So I don't know why you so sad you don't talk to your child anyway. But I do understand a mother's love, right? Whether I talk to my child every day or not, if anything happened to him where he's not in the reach that I can protect him or her, I will feel some type of way, right? So I definitely can understand where she's coming from that. And I can definitely sympathize with her for that. But I still think that Carlissa does a lot of shit for clicks and views as well. It's really not like that over there in her house, okay? But she says that this is why she didn't want him with the Barbie nor Krishan because she knew this shit would happen. All right. She goes on to say that she's saddened by this, and really he got locked up because the first thing was because of Jaden, and then after he got with Jaden that violation, then Krishan came and did some stuff and put some charges on him and then allow him to be, I guess, in double violation for his probation sentence. So he is inspected for right now to do up to a year in jail, for violating his probation. Now, I always say Blue has a lot of mouth. I feel like he coughs up a lot of syrup on shit that he shouldn't even be talking about. I feel like he got a lot of mouth to say he's a man on probation, to say that he just dodged a bullet. I feel like if he get taught a lesson, I feel like he would pipe down on these internet streets, okay? But he keep doing the same shit over and over again, expecting different results. And the only thing to do for him is to put his ass behind bars, and hopefully that will teach him a lesson. So let's hope that this will stick, and he will be held accountable for it. That's the only thing that I can, say that probably would change him from being a nasty individual that he is. Nobody is perfect, right? Nobody's going to cross all their T's and dot all their I's, but Mr. Blue has a whole lot of fucking mouth. And sometimes you just got to be taught a lesson. I think it's his time to be taught this lesson. Okay, so he did indeed turn himself in, and we'll listen to a little bit of what he had to say. Hold on. Why don't I have any sound? Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh yeah, that way. What if it's handling some mandatory issues, man? I feel on the other side. Only a real player will go to jail looking like he's gonna go to the Himalayas. All right, so that's him turning himself in. He's talking about how he had to go handle some unfinished business, and he did indeed turn himself in. So he's looking like destiny over there. Okay, they got to handle their business. Maybe he'll get released, maybe he won't. But I hope that this does have something to do with Krishan. It's not Carlissa just talking. I hope that Krishan did finally put the buckle down on him. And if she did, there's a two-part series to this because if she did, y'all know he's gonna want to retaliate. He's gonna fuck with her for life. She's not gonna be free, okay? So she might go and need security. She might need backup. Hell, she might need the helicopters. I don't know. But if this have anything to do with Krishan, he's gonna make sure she feel the wrath. Whether he calls diapers on her, whether he go get that baby, he's gonna make sure she feels this. You're never gonna do what you want to do to Blueface and think you're gonna get away with it. So for her sake, I hope it don't have nothing to do with him. But if she got fed up and she decided that she was gonna press some charges on him, and this is part of his violation, she might as well get ready for war because he's definitely gonna give it to her. Moving right along to Scrappy, Erica, and Miss Diamond. Child, listen. Erica is stupid as hell because I would have never ever took Scrappy back after all this time. Scrappy wouldn't have been able to touch me with a motherfucking 10-foot pole, okay? He wouldn't have been able to touch me, but because I feel like Erica was waiting in the wind for him and Bambi to split. And when he did, I guess she felt like, okay, let me make my move now, right? Um, so she go ahead and she makes her move, and they've been hanging out real close, right? Ever since him and Bam split. And I know Bambi like, damn, did y'all have a thing when we was together? Now let me be honest. I don't think for a second that him and Erica was together while him and Bam was together. But I could be wrong. Because this shit right here don't make no sense. And they tried to fool us all with this. Oh, I ain't never seen nobody co-parent before. No, we ain't never seen nobody co-parent with their daughter 18 plus years old. I ain't never seen no shit like that before. Now they was babies. Okay, you got it, sis. But I ain't never see that before. Just say you want you want the ding dong, right? And you wanted to move the ding dong a little closer to you. And before, Bam was in the way and she was hindering you from getting to the ding dong that you wanted all this time. So now the Bam is out the way. You wanted to bring the little ding dong a little closer to you. All right. Just say that with your whole chest, okay? But you ain't gonna say that because that will make you less of a woman waiting in the wind for a married man. But be careful how you get them because Miss Diamond is over there saying you was in my house too sleeping with him, okay? So whatever you be careful, okay? So now Bambi was over there in Diamond House allegedly sleeping with Scrappy, and Erica was over there in Diamond House sleeping with Scrappy, ain't care about laying on another woman's bed. Oh, nasty dirt butts, okay? And she calls it out, during a recent interview with Carlos King. She says, look, they both was over my house. So hell no, I don't feel bad for Bambi and what she got. She got what the hell she thought was okay when Scrap was with me. Okay. And now Erica was playing dumb then. She playing dumb now. Every chance he get, even after she was grinding all over him in the pool, she taking him on all her birthday trips with her, vacationing here and vacationing there. Even after all of that, he still got on his live with Chaotic and what's his name? And Kirk and said, I'm still single. And he makes it his business to say, I'm single. He doesn't care how humiliated you're going to be to the public eye. He don't give a damn. Scrap has always been for himself. As long as you guys are striking that ego and rubbing his head and giving him all that mama energy that he's missing, because you asked me, Scrappy got mama issues, okay? And until he get those things fixed, he's always going to be the little chopped up, balled up, disgusting ass little boy. Okay, it ain't nothing you can do with these chopped up men. Okay, they need to go back in the womb and let their mama nurse them all over again. Because as grown folks, we don't have time to do that shit. I know I don't, and I'm not going to do it. Okay, if you got some things you need to work out, go handle that shit before I become your woman. It's a no thank you for me. Okay, hey Cricket 22, how are you? So, on Christmas, right after he got in that pool, honey, with Erica. It wasn't Erica just over there with Scrap and his kids, letting the kids play with his kids, her kids play with his kids. They was having a whole play date. Now all of a sudden on Christmas, here he is sending her a whole message how much he love her, and she's letting them know in these text messages, me and you are not a thing. So just so we're clear, this is Diamond. Just so we clear, me and you not a thing. You doing the same shit you did 10 years ago. Okay. But while you over there posted up with Erica, making Erica think y'all working towards something, you also turn around to Diamond and saying, I love you, baby. I want to be with you. But that's on Erica because you couldn't possibly think that this nigga has changed overnight. He didn't do anything to change. And the fact that you're trying to hopefully think that he would change, that's shame on you. Ain't nobody put that in. So Diamond posted the message between him and her. Um, she says this. She tells him, "This is why I left you 10 years and never look back because of the shit you're doing now." She says, "You ain't changed. Bye." He says, "See how you talking to me?" She said, "You should have thought about that before you posted that pool." He says, "I know you're not trying to talk to me, but I wanted to know if I could take Princeton with me and Bree to SmackDown on my B day. If if so, or I get," he wrote that wrong, but it says on my B day, or can I get it? She says, "As long as you know I'm not effing with you no more, and you understand why. But you definitely can take Princeton with you and Bree. I don't feel like I would I don't feel like you would mistreat my child." So after she tells him that, he sends a whole video. And she definitely posts the video. Um, and we're gonna listen to the video of him telling her that he love her. And I said, "Now, Scrappy, listen, I'm gonna need you to get your shit together. Do you want Erica, Diamond, or Bambi?" But I think Bambi done had enough of him so much that she don't give a damn how he slice and dice that thing. She don't want anything to do with him. And I think that's okay for her, right? I do believe that Bambi moved on too, and that's okay too, right? Um, let's listen together. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, your beautiful face. Blanca, Blanca, say Merry Christmas. Say Merry Christmas, Dada. Merry Christmas, Dada. You know, just taking it in, man. Just taking it in. It's gonna be alright. God got us. I woke up, shot for me and you. Bless you, baby. Love you. Be blessed. Now, how the hell you on here telling her you love her, but in the hot tub or in the pool with Erica, freeloading off Erica birthday trips, getting a little free ride, trying to make her feel like she's the only woman in the world. Y'all drinking together in the car. You telling her, "Come on out the hotel." Um, Hi, Jesse. How are you? And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I'm hoarse from dragging the hell out of Martell earlier, but I'm here. As promised, I'm here. Um, but yeah, so he doesn't know what he wants, but I strongly blame that on Erica for thinking that she had the prize. How you get him is how you lose him. Whatever they're doing to you, they're doing to the next person because nothing about them has changed. And shame on you for thinking that something has changed. He showed you over and over again who he was. He continues to tell you how single he is after he get in your booty hole and do what he do to your booty, allegedly, right? And then he goes on to the next thing. Then he go hang out with his boys and say, "I'm single. I can do what I want to do." Go back to you. It's like a merry-go-round. It keep going and going and going. And the only person that can stop that is you. You too old to be wishful thinking that somebody changed of a scrappy nature. Nothing about him's changed. That's obvious. And grown folks should be able to see that. But you can't see that because you digmatized. Just say that, all right? And that's okay if you digmatize. I don't know what to tell you, sis. Try somebody else, okay? Who else we have? Who else we have? We talked about Blueface being arrested. He's reportedly doing a year. He's going to do a year in I guess prison for violation of probation. We talked about Erica, Scrappy, and Diamond. Let's talk about Unique, which is Tiny's daughter, and Ti's stepdaughter. But whatever they want to call him, it's cool with me. I'm cool with that. I feel like he put enough pressure and working over the years that he could be her daddy if he chooses to be her daddy. Okay, so let's talk about that. So during a recent um little live, she went live with her baby daddy, her ex-boyfriend, something of that nature. And basically he told her flat out, "I do not want you. I have no desire to be back with you." And young people, we can always say, people got room to grow, and that's true, right? People do have room to grow. but they know right from wrong, right? And they know when somebody's trying to play in their face, they just want to play stupid as hell. But see, for my daughters, I don't allow my daughters to play nobody's fool. If somebody is giving you what you feeling, goddamn it, that's what the fuck you're getting, okay? Don't play dumb for nobody. Don't downplay yourself and act like you're not seeing what you're seeing or hearing what you're hearing because you just love them so much. Listen, they make those things that move around and do what they do, they make them a dime a dozen. Where there's one, there is 1,000. So don't be chopped up with that shit. Okay, so let's listen to a little bit of what the live was, and then we'll get into her response. I'm making damn. Your attitude, first of all, I don't deal with that shit from nobody. How will you feel if I get a new one? It's spicy. I don't really even know. Honestly, I had this conversation with multiple people multiple times. Okay, what's the end result? It depends. Are we talking about just you dating as a whole, or just like the fact that my kid is in play and all that? No. I think that is just like with me, like really getting in something serious or something. I mean, you know what all that is. No, I mean, I done been through. What have you been through? I done been not with you. I'm saying like, I done been through that before, so I know I can get through it. I have been through the worst, so it's like my mind is already set for the worst. I don't know. I probably want to get on a nigga ass. I make him so uncomfortable. I'm making him not want to be on her side. Damn, your attitude first. Damn, I'd be like, goddamn. Do you think that we would be together if we didn't have a child? And why? No. They asked you some good questions. No. Why not? Because I feel like a lot of shit, you had an image in your mind of raising her with a two-parent home. So you tolerated a lot of shit. So you just stayed. I wouldn't be what you be with. Okay, so tell your wife. Don't tell mine. Why? Tell your wife. Because I had 4 kids, and this is the only kid that I was in the household with from start to finish. So it's something that I want to take from her as well. But I would admit, like, get you to the goddamn curb. For what? Bro, there's a lot of shit, bro. That I just don't tolerate from bitches, bro. You do a lot of it. I'm telling you. He's talking. No, I'm not. What? I'm what do I be doing? And what do I be doing to you? Tell them one thing that I be doing to you. Bro, your attitude, first of all, like we just went through with our whole fucking, with my fucking, I'd be like, goddamn. Do you think that we would... Okay, I heard enough, child. Listen, first of all, he basically told her flat out, if you guys heard it live, hi, S. White. He basically told her flat out, first of all, he was referring to her as a biznae, okay? He's not even referring to her as his baby mom. He's like, there's a lot of shit that I've been through with these bitches. Well, how the hell you sitting having a conversation with her on this live? You don't care enough about her to call her by her name. So she dumb as hell for sitting there having a conversation with you anyway, because the moment that you called me a B, the conversation was over anyway. All right. So shame on her parents for telling her, for allowing her or teaching her that this kind of shit is okay. She shouldn't even been allowed to talk to you like that. Okay, then he basically told you what your perception of a family basically was a false narrative, right? And he don't want you like that. You do a lot of shit for clicks and glue views, and it wasn't like that. And you too young to be sitting here allowing what the hell? I'm just confused at this point. Y'all are too young to let these niggas dog walk y'all the way y'all keep letting them do it. He wouldn't have been talking to fuck to me. Point blank, period. The game or the questions, the questionnaire would have been over with in the motherfucking live. It would have been over with. But she sat and she had a conversation with him after he told her to her face, you will not have been my first pick. Hell, I don't even like you like that. And if you watch the video, if you guys get a chance to see it, go over to Neighborhood Talk. And she's like rubbing on his face and he's straight disrespecting you. How do you get to love on him and show him type of affection and he gets to dog walk you and say, bitch, fuck you publicly? Girl, listen, y'all are too young and y'all just dumb as hell. And I blame it on your parents because it has to be a reason why y'all dumb as hell. Okay, so just go over there and join the Erica and the Scrappy and the Diamond and the Bambi shenanigans and you guys will fit in just perfect. But moving the fuck along to our final topic, which is TashaK and Funky Dineva, honey. Let's jump into it. Funky Dineva done dismissed TashaK. He says, TashaK, fuck you. Okay? That's what he said. I ain't say it, but he said it nice. I'm just saying, Tasha K, people ain't gonna keep playing with you the way that you think they are. And folks is tired of you. Your fans is tired of you. Your friends are tired of you. Tasha K, you might need to reboot, okay? You might need to reboot your who you are, because it's getting bad out here for you. So let's talk about Funky Dineva dismissing Tasha K, which is our final topic of the night. If you guys come in while I'm reading, just go ahead and hit the like button. I love you, checkmates. All right, so Tasha K called Funky and said, "Do you got 5 minutes?" But before that, a few days before that, she called him, um, and she said, "Would you be willing to basically have a conversation with Flame Monroe?" And he says, there's no reason for us to have a conversation, right? Um, I don't know him. We're in two different circles. We have two different age brackets. There's basically no reason at all for us to have a conversation. At the end of that conversation, she says, "Wait, basically, like, for real, you don't want to have a conversation with Flame?" He's like, "You know what? Basically, it can't hurt nothing. Why not? Right? Let's have this conversation." Um, so fast forward to when he was talking about she called him that particular day, and said, "Do you have 5 minutes? I have Flame on the phone. Let's have a conversation." He says, "All right." When he started to say, "All right," Tasha K said, "Can I record this conversation? Let's do it for the culture." And then he says, "No, absolutely not." He knew that the conversation would turn into something where it would just be a conversation where Tasha K can record it, but he didn't want to be a part of her circus, right? Um, the only thing that he knew would come from this conversation is him and Flame would start arguing, right? Tasha K will post it on her Tasha K Live. And all this bullshit will come from the YouTube, right? Um, and he really did not want that. He said he heard Flame in the background talking about, all making all this loud noise, talking about him throwing rocks, basically. And then he said, right then and there, it allowed him to see what type of time Tasha was on, right? What kind of energy she was having. He said that she wanted to she wanted to create a show. She wanted a read session. And he basically was like, "You're not going to eat off of me." He says he hung up and he was like, "Girl, bye." You know what I mean? He quickly made a YouTube video because he knew what was coming from this, what was going to happen from this conversation, supposed to be off the record behind the scenes. So he quickly made a video explaining what happened. And then he said he was scrolling through Instagram. "Hey Lee, what's up?" He said he was scrolling through Instagram, and sure enough, Tasha K was on there. And she was talking about how she had friends, two friends, and she was trying to squash the beef between the two people. Um, and she tried to basically she tried to cut and paste it, right? For clicks and views. And before anybody tried to click and view, the interview that she had or the conversation that she's having behind the scenes with Flame was scheduled way before she tried to have a conversation with Funky and him and squash their beef. So basically, don't try to make her out to be a liar. So Funky's like, he took from that, and I understand. Bitch, why the fuck is you over here trying to have a conversation with me, trying to squash some beef if you know you already had a scheduled live or a scheduled interview with this person about me? So why is you over here trying to squash the beef like you team me? Evidently, you already knew your agenda. And I could feel him on that. So move along and move along swiftly, okay? Hi, Mama Bees. Zonnique does not like girls. She is lying, period. I listen. I was shocked by that statement. Did I ever even say what she said, Lee? I don't even know. I probably skipped right over it. I done jumbled so much. But she definitely says, let me back up for a minute, right before we get into this funky, finish this funky stuff. Um, hold on. I don't even know I said what she said. I think I jumped right out of it. Um, Oh, basically, she says, "Y'all think I'm pressed about being in a relationship with some man. Whole time I like women. Oh my gosh. It's 2024. Y'all still invested in other people's business." Well, you told us your business, so we just elaborate on your business, sis. But that's what she said. She like girls, y'all. She like girls, girls, girls. Okay. I'm done. That's what she said. She like girls. Let's go back to the funky Dineva stuff. Okay, so he basically knew what type time Tasha was on. He hung up with Tasha, tried to explain it on a YouTube video. Sure enough, Tasha K was on live, and she already had an interview scheduled with this individual. But Funky is like, if you already had an interview scheduled with him, why trying to squash beef with me? So it basically gave him like, he wasn't here for it. Okay. He says that, there is no beef. So stop trying to create a narrative that does not exist. He says there is no beef between the two. And if they were friends, why would you allow somebody a platform to come and dog walk me? And rightfully so. Ain't nobody getting the hell up here talking about my friend. I'm not creating a platform for you. You're going to have to go on somebody else's channel and do that. Okay. So he says he quickly turned around, sent Tasha K a text message and said to her, look, he says, who basically, why would you make a thumbnail about a beef that does not exist? He says the shit you did with Michelle Brown wasn't cool either. He said, he tried to maintain a friendship with her, but it's becoming very challenging because everything with her is basically a blog post, right? He says it's not cool and he don't like being a mess. He says where he's staying with her now is it's not the first time that she did some shit like that, right? He says she always saying off the record, but then before you know it, it's on the blogs. And we know her, she good for that, okay? He says before you know it, it's on the blog. He says, she ran with the Fox Soul stuff about them making her apologize. And now with the flame beef, he says, and talking about off the record. And then it be on the internet. He says he don't want to be a part of the circus. But he says, with all due respect, right? He says, you stay in your corner, I'll stay in mine, right? Um, he says she showed him time and time she cannot be trusted. You right about that. Um, he don't know what she does with her friends, right? But he says him and his friends do not roll like that, right? She does a lot of shit for the blogs, right? And he just can't do it. If that's the way she want to run and that's her style she used for her YouTube channel, go ahead and do that. But he says leave him the fuck alone. Okay. Um, and that's how he ended it with her. And let me just elaborate. If you my friend, I'm not giving, if you talking about my friend, you and my friend got some beef, you're right. I'm not giving them a platform to talk about my friend on. I don't know Funky and listen to him enough. I only jumped into him enough when he was talking about Melody because that's my content over here. But I don't know him enough to really have or form an opinion on him. So I really can't even give you guys that. But what I would say is, toodles to him for standing up to Tasha K for her messiness, right? Kudos to him for drawing the line and publicly saying, if I did have a conversation with you and it was supposed to be off record, you have already showed me that you weren't capable of holding any of my secrets. So I'm going to do you one better where you don't have to pick and choose whose side you're going to be on. Let's just break this shit up and chalk it the hell up. Give me the damn hammer, okay? And he ends it with her, hi, Veronica, how are you? Lee says, Funky Dineva is just too extra for me and I do not trust him. Okay. Um, so definitely, he's saying that he don't want any parts of her, and she says one thing off the record and she does the other. He has cut all ties with Tasha. Love you, but from a distance. We don't have nothing else to talk about. And you knew that shit was going to happen. Why come over here and act like you was trying to squash it before it got to another level where you knew you already had an interview planned that you were going to air and your friend was going to be dogging me the fuck out. And rightfully so. But like I said, you should have been cut this off of her. You said your own self that this is not the first time that she did this shit to you. So if she did this to you, you've given her multiple times to play in your face, right? And that's where you messed up at. Once somebody show you who they are, believe them, right? Don't keep giving them opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to do it the way that they're doing it. It's a no-go, right? So I say all that to say, I hope that you guys do cut ties because it is messy, right? And it does say that, you want to be a part of the circus. And you want to just, you can tell us. We won't tell nobody. Okay. But if you don't, then this is a good way to start and we will be looking out for it. But as of right now, Funky says, fuck a Tasha K. He don't want nothing to do with her and he going to move the hell along. Hi, Mama Bees. I think I spoke, but if I didn't, hello again. I told you Marty Martin got me hoarse from cursing him out earlier. Okay. But definitely, it's a great start. Okay. I know this is one of my short lives, because it's the evening time. We talk about celebrity news. We just jump right in and get to the gist of things. Okay. We talked about Blueface being arrested. We talked about Neek saying, listen, I like girls, 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 girls. We talked about her. Okay. We talked about her baby dad disrespect to her and her acting like it was cool. It's not cool. But shame on her mother for not teaching her better. Don't stand there and take that shit. Point blank, period. Okay. We talked about Erica, Scrappy, and Diamond. Um, whole triangle, okay? Bambi said, leave me the hell out of it. We talked about that. And then we talked about Funky and Dineva. And Funky Dineva cutting ties with Tasha K. And rightfully so, he has every right to do so. Okay. So I love y'all checkmates. He went ham on Martel, Carlos, and Mel last night. I can't with him. Okay, I'm gonna go listen to it. But definitely checkmates. This is all I have for now, and I love you guys. Until next time, bye.